Good morning, all of you. So today topic is graph theory. So graph theory is an important area of study in mathematics, which enables us to solve a large variety of problems in an easy and simple manner. So many situations that occur in the fields of computer science or in other areas can be analyzed by using techniques described in graph theory. Okay. So in this chapter, we begin with some basic graph terminology and then discuss some important concepts in graph theory. First of all, what is the definition of graph? Okay, graph. A graph G of V comma E comma phi consists of a non-empty set. V is called the set of vertices, nodes or points of the graph. E is said to be the set of edges of the graph and phi is a mapping from the set of edges to a set of ordered or unordered pairs of elements of V. So a graph G, the collection of vertices and the edges is a graph. A graph G is equal to V comma E. Here V represents vertices of the graph and E represents edges of the graph. Phi represents mapping from the set of edges to a set of ordered or unordered pairs of elements of V. For example, we consider a graph here. So V1, V2, V3, V4. The vertices set is V1, comma, V2, comma, V3, comma, V4. E is equal to E1, E2, E3, E4, E5. Okay. E1, E2, E3, E4, E5. So the phi is defined by phi of E1 is equal to V1 comma V2. V1 comma V2. So E1 is an edge between V1 and V2. E2 is an edge between V2 and V3. So E3 is an edge between V3 and V4. E4 is an edge between V4 and V1. E5 is an edge between V1 and V3. So here the number of vertices V1, V2, V3, V4 and edges E1, E2, E3, E4, E5. Okay. Adjacent nodes. Next definition, adjacent nodes. The pair of nodes, here node means vertex. The pair of vertices that are connected by an edge are called adjacent nodes. The pair of nodes means vertices. The pair of vertices that are connected by an edge are called adjacent vertices. For example, in the given graph, the vertices are V1, V2, V3, V4. Between edges is E1, E2, E3, E4, E5. Okay. In this graph, edge E1 is connected by two vertices V1, V2. E1 is connected by the vertices V1, V2. These two vertices are called adjacent vertices or adjacent nodes. Okay. V1, V2. These two vertices are called adjacent vertices or adjacent nodes. So same like that, E2. E2 is connected by two vertices V2 and V3. The V2 and V3 are called adjacent vertices. So E3 is connected by two vertices V3 and V4. Hence V3 and V4 are called adjacent vertices. Similarly, E4 is connected by V4 and V1. So V4 and V1 is adjacent vertices. So the pair of vertices that are connected by an edge. The pair of vertices that are connected by an edge are called adjacent vertices. Okay. Next one, incident. Incident. So consider the graph G in which an edge E that connects the vertices U and V is said to be incident on each of the nodes or vertices. So in which an edge E that connects the vertices U and V. So edge E is connected to the vertices U and V is said to be incident on each of the vertices. Incident on each of the vertices. Okay. So let us consider an example. Edge E1. Edge E1 is incident on V1 and V2. Is incident on V1 and V2. So E1 is connected vertices are V1 and V2. These also called incident on each of the vertices. So V1, V2. E1 incident on V1, V2. E2 is incident on V2, V3. E3 is incident on V3, V4. E4 is incident on V1, V4. Okay. E5 is incident on V1, V3. V1, V3. So the edge that connects the vertices, pair of vertices is said to be incident on each of the vertices. Incident on each of the vertices. Okay. Next one, isolated node or vertex. Isolated vertex. A vertex of a graph or a node of a graph which is not adjacent to any other node is called an isolated vertex. A vertex of a graph which is not adjacent to any other vertex is called an isolated vertex. So here, what is adjacent vertices? What is adjacent vertices? So the edge connected to two vertices V1 and V2, then V1 and V2 are called adjacent vertices. So what is isolated vertex? A vertex of a graph which is not adjacent to any other vertex is called an isolated vertex. For example, in this graph, that graph has the vertices V1, V2, V3, V4, V5. So here V3 is called an isolated vertex because it is not adjacent to any other node in the graph because there is no any edge connected to V3 from any other vertex. So V3 is called isolated vertex. Okay. The vertex which is not adjacent to any other vertex is called isolated vertex. So in this example, V3 is called isolated vertex. Okay. Isolated graph. A graph containing only isolated vertices is called an isolated graph. Or we simply say that a graph containing only isolated vertices. Isolated vertices means no edges. No edges is called a isolated graph or null graph. So the graph of isolated is the pictorial representation of isolated graph is V1, V2, V3, V4. So this is isolated graph or null graph. Okay. A graph containing vertices but there is no edges. That graph is called isolated graph. Directed edge and undirected edge. Consider the graph G, V comma E. Here V represents vertices and E represents edge set. An edge which is associated with an ordered pair of vertices is called a directed edge of the graph G, while an edge which is associated with an unordered pair of vertices is called an undirected edge. Okay, so an edge in a graph is associated with order pair of vertices. Order pair of vertices is called directed edge, and an edge which is associated with unordered pair of vertices is called undirected edge. So directed graph and undirected graph. So a graph in which every edge is directed. A graph in which every edge is directed is called directed graph, and a graph in which every edge is not directed is called undirected graph. These are the examples for directed graph and undirected graph. So in this example, so V1, V3, the between edge is directed, means the edge from V1 to V3, the edge from V3 to V2, the edge from V2 to V1. This graph is called directed graph. So this is undirected graph. There is no direction for the edge. So this is undirected graph. A graph in which every edge is directed is called directed graph, and which is not directed, edge is not directed in a graph is called undirected graph. Okay, mixed graph. In a graph G, some edges are directed and some edges are undirected. Some edges are directed and some edges are undirected. Then that graph is called a mixed graph. So some of the edges are directed and some of the edges are not directed. In a graph is called mixed graph. In this example, V1, V2, from V1 to V2 edge is directed and V4 to V1 edge is directed. So V1 to V2 and V4 to V1 are directed edges, and V2 to V3 and V3 to V1 and V3 to V4 are not directed edges. That means undirected edges. Hence it is a mixed graph. Some edges are directed and some edges are not directed. So this graph is called mixed graph. Okay. Loop. An edge of a graph which joins a vertex to itself. An edge of a graph which joins a vertex, to itself is called a loop. So an edge of the graph. So in this example, V1 to V2, V1, V2 are vertices, and E1 is the edge between V1 and V2, and E2 is the self loop. So here E2 is an edge which joins a vertex V2 itself, V2 to itself. That is called loop. Next definition, parallel edges. Parallel edges. In a graph, if some pair of vertices are joined by more than one edge, some pair of vertices are joined by more than one edge, then such edges are called parallel edges. Such edges are called parallel edges. If there are more than one edge associated with given pair of vertices, if more than one edge associated with the pair of vertices, then those edges are called parallel edges. Okay, so in this example, the vertices are V1, V2, V3. Okay, so here edges are E1, E2, E3 and E5, E4, E5. So in this graph, E4 and E3, E4 and E3, these two edges are parallel edges, and E1 and E2, E5 are also parallel edges. So the edge associated with the given pair of more than one edge associated with the pair of vertices here. So V1, V2 has more than one edge, that is E3 edge and E4 edge. So here E3 and E4 are parallel edge and E1 and E5 are parallel edge. Multi-graph. So a graph which contains some parallel edges and loops is called multi-graph. So multi-graph means a graph which contains some parallel edges and loops is called multi-graph. Simple graph. Any graph without containing any parallel edges and loops is known as simple graph. Any graph without containing any parallel edges means more than one edge associated from pair of vertices. So, and loops means the edge to itself, the edge from the vertex to itself is called loop. So without containing any loops and parallel edges, that graph is called simple graph. So in this example, first graph represents simple graph because it doesn't contain any loop and parallel edges. Second graph represents not multi-graph. So this graph contains parallel edges. Here E2, E3 are parallel edges and V2 has a loop edge, that is E5. So this graph is called multigraph. This graph is called simple graph. So a graph without containing any parallel edges and loops is known as simple graph. A graph with contains parallel edges and loops is called multigraph. Okay. So the graph G1 is a simple graph because it does not contain any loops and parallel edges. The graph G2 is a multigraph because it can, at vertex V2, E5 is a loop and E3 and E2 edges are parallel edges. Next definition, finite and infinite graph. A graph is said to be finite graph if its vertex set and edge set are finite. Finite means countable. So a graph is said to be finite graph in that the set, vertex set and edge set are finite means countable. Otherwise it is an infinite graph. Okay. Otherwise it is an infinite graph. So the number of vertices are countable and the number of edges are countable, then that graph is called finite. Otherwise it is called infinite graph. Next one, trivial graph. Trivial graph. A finite graph with one vertex and no edges. A finite graph with one vertex and no edges, that is a single vertex, is called the trivial graph. Single vertex is called the trivial graph. So the graph representation is like this. V1 is a vertex itself. Okay. Consider the above graph. It contains only vertex and no edge. Hence, that graph is called trivial graph. Isolated vertex. So, in any graph, a vertex which is not adjacent to any other vertex is called an isolated vertex. Okay, we already discussed this. So, next, null graph. A graph with only isolated vertex is called a null graph. That is also called isolated graph. Okay, a graph with only isolated vertices is called a null graph. In other words, the set of edges in a null graph is empty. The set of edges in a graph, null graph, is empty. Okay. Next definition, weighted graph. Weighted graph. A graph in which weights are assigned to every edge. Weights are assigned to every edge is called a weighted graph. So weights means we are saying value for this edge. That is called weight of the edge. Okay. A graph in which weights are assigned to every edge is called a weighted graph. So let us consider an example. So in this graph, the vertices are V1, V2, V3, V4, V5. The edges from V1 to V2, the edge weight is 3. Okay. V2 to V3, the edge weight is 6. V3 to V4, the edge weight is 5. V4 to V5, the edge weight is 8. And V5 to V1, the edge weight is 12. So 3, 6, 5, 8, 12 are the weights assigned to the each edge respectively in the above graph. Okay, the type of each graph is called weighted graph. So the weights are assigned to every edge is called a weighted graph. Next one, order and size of a graph. In the graph, G is finite in a finite graph. Then determinant V denotes the number of vertices of G. Determinant V denotes the number of vertices of G, known as order of G, and determinant E denotes the number of edges of G, known as size of G. So here G means graph, given graph. So det V represents number of vertices. So number of vertices is equal to order of the graph and number of edges is equal to size of the graph. Okay, so consider an example. So in this graph, the vertices are V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6. So the number of vertices and order of this graph is 6. Order of the given graph is 6. So the number of vertices 6 and the order of the graph is 6. And that E denotes the number of edges. So how many edges are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So total number 8. So that E is equal to 8. That is equal to size of the given graph. So order of this graph is 6 and size of this graph is 8. Okay. So number of edges equal to size of the graph. Number of vertices is equal to order of the graph. Next, incidence. Let G of V comma E. So let G be a graph with vertices and edges. So E belongs to E. E is equal to U comma V. So E belongs to edge set and E is in between U comma V vertices. Then E is said to be incident with vertices U and V. The vertices U and V are said to be incident with E. So two vertices U and V are said to be adjacent if the two vertices are joined by an edges. Okay, where E belongs to E such that E is equal to U comma V. Next definition, degree of a vertex. Degree of a vertex for undirected graph. Degree of a vertex for undirected graph. So the number of edges incident on a vertex is called the degree of a vertex. So what is degree of a vertex? The number of edges incident on a vertex is called the degree of a vertex. Let V be a vertex in a undirected graph G, then the degree of a vertex V is denoted by d degree of V. So DEG of V, it pronounced degree of V. While calculating the degree of a vertex, loop is counted twice. So in the given graph, loops are present at the time. Loop is counted twice. Okay. So degree of a vertex. So what is degree of vertex? Number of edges incident on a vertex is called the degree of a vertex. Number of edges incident on a vertex is called the degree of a vertex. Okay. So for example, consider the below graph. Find out the degree of each vertex. So here V1 has loop, V3 has loop, and V5 has loop in remaining edges. So at V1, how many edges incident at V1? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and V1 has self loop, it counted twice. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The degree of V1 is 6. Okay. The degree of V1 is 6. Next, degree of V2. So the how many edges incident at V2? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the degree of V2 is 3. So sorry here 1, 2, 3 incident at V2. 1, 2, 3. This is not incident at V2. So V2 has degree 3. So next V3, the degree of V3 is 1, 2, 3, and here self loop 2. So total how many incident at V3, how many edges incident at V3? Total 5. 1, 2, 3, and this is 2. So 2, 3, 4, 5. So total degree of V3 is 5. Okay. Next V4. The degree of V4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. So degree of V4 is 4. Next degree of V5. So self loop counts twice. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the degree of V5 is 6 and degree of V6 is there is no any edge from other vertices. So this is isolated vertex and this degree is 0. So degree of V6 is 0 and degree of V5 is 6. So the degree of a vertex means number of edges incident on that vertex. So each loop is connected twice. Okay. So next one, degree of a vertex directed graph. Degree of a vertex for directed graph. In the case of directed graph, degree of a vertex is the sum of in degree and out degree of that vertex. Sum of in degree and out degree of that vertex. So total degree of V is equal to in degree of V plus out degree of V. So where in degree, so INDEG of V means in degree of a vertex V and out DEG of V means out degree of a vertex V. Okay. So total degree of a directed graph. Total degree of a directed graph is equal to sum of in degree and out degree. So what is in degree? The number of edges incident into a vertex V is called the in degree of a vertex. The number of edges incident into a vertex V is called the in degree of a vertex. So that means the number of edges that incident at V or coming towards V is called in degree, and the number of edges incident out of a vertex V is called the out degree of a vertex. Out of the vertex V is called the out degree of a vertex. So going out from V is called out degree and coming towards V is called in degree. Okay, coming towards the vertex V is called in degree and going from V is called out degree. So the sum of the out degree and in degree of vertex V is called its total degree. So consider the following directed graph. Find out the in degree, out degree and total degree of every vertex. So this is a directed graph. In this graph, the degree for V1. So first we consider in degree of V1. In degree means the edges coming towards V1. So how many edges are like that? So from V5 to V1, okay? And self loop counts twice. In that, one is out degree and one is in degree. So here one edge comes to V1. So 1, 2. In degree of V1 is 2 and out degree. So V1 to V3 one edge and V1 to V5 one edge and V1 to V2 one edge and one more edge from self loop. So total out degree of V1 is 4. So total degree is equal to 2 plus 4, that is equal to 6. So next V2. So in degree of V2 is this edge and this edge. So total in degree of V2 is 2 and out degree of V4 is 1. So in degree 2, out degree 1. So total edges are 3. Degree of edges is 3. Next V3. So in degree of V3 is this edge and 1, 2, 3. Okay. So in degree of V4. V4 is 1, 2. These two edges V2 to V4 and V5 to V4. So in degree of V4 is 2 and out degree of V4 is 1, 2. So total 2 plus 2, 4. Next, in degree of V5. So 1 from loop and V1 to V5 and V4 to V5. So in degree of V5 is 3 and out degree of V5 is 2. V5 to V1 and V5 to V4. So total 3 plus 3, 6. So there is no any edge for V6. So the in degree and out degree is 0. So total degree is 0. So this is how we find degree of a directed graph. So first in degree means the edge coming towards the vertex is called in degree and the edge going towards the other vertex is called the out degree of that vertex. Okay. So next one, handshaking theorem or handshaking property. Okay. Let G is equal to V comma E be an undirected graph with det E edges and det V represents vertices. So number of edges and number of vertices. Then summation degree of Vi is equal to twice the number of edges. Twice the number of edges. Okay, degree of vertices is equal to summation of sum of degree of vertices is equal to twice the number of edges. This is called handshaking property. Okay, that is sum of degrees of all vertices in a given graph is equal to twice the number of edges. Twice the number of edges. So for example, find the number of vertices, number of edges and the degree of each vertex in the following undirected graph. Verify the handshaking property. Okay. So for the above graph, the number of vertices is equal to, in this given graph, the number of vertices is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the number of vertices is equal to 6 and the number of edges 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So the number of edges is equal to 9. So degree of A is equal to 2 and degree of B is equal to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 and degree of C is equal to 4 and degree of D is equal to 3, and degree of E is equal to 4, and degree of F is equal to, it has only one edge. So degree of F is equal to 1. So number of vertices 6 and number of edges 9. So we have to check the handshaking property. The property is sum of degrees of all vertices in the graph. So sum that is equal to twice the edges. So here degree of all vertices is 2 plus 4 6, 6 plus 4 10, 10 plus 3 13, 13 plus 4 17, 17 plus 1 18. So this value is equal to twice the number of edges. Here number of edges 9. So 2 into 9, that is equal to 18. Okay. So according to the handshaking theorem, sum of the degrees of all vertices in a given graph is equal to twice the number of edges. So the property is the summation degree of Vi. Vi represents total number of vertices in the given graph, that is equal to 2 into total number of edges. So degree of, we consider LHS here, summation degree of Vi. So degree of A plus degree of B plus degree of C plus degree of C, D plus degree of E plus degree of F. So 2 plus 4 plus 4 plus 3 plus 4 plus 1, that is equal to 18, and LHS value 2 into number of edges 2 into 9, that is equal to 18. So LHS is equal to RHS. Hence the given graph satisfies the handshaking property. Okay na? So next one, find the number of vertices, number of edges, and the degree of each vertex in the following undirected graph. Degree of each vertex in the following undirected graph. Verify the handshaking theorem. Okay. So in this graph, the number of vertices are 4. Number of edges are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So degree of A is equal to how many edges are incident at A? 2 edges. So degree of A is equal to 2, and degree of B is equal to, so here self loop is here, so that is 2 plus 3, 4, 5. So degree of B is equal to 5, and degree of C is equal to 1, 2, 3, and degree of D is equal to 4. Okay. So now we check the handshaking property. So that is, according to handshaking theorem, sum of the degrees of all vertices in a given graph is equal to twice the number of edges. So summation degree of Vi. So the given vertices, degree of given vertices, degree of A plus degree of B plus degree of C plus degree of D, that is equal to 2 plus 5 plus 3 plus 4. Total value is 14, and LHS value twice the number of edges. So here number of edges are 7. So 2 into 7 is equal to 14. Hence the given graph satisfies the handshaking theorem. Okay. So next theorem, in every graph the number of vertices of odd degrees is even. In every graph the number of vertices of odd degree is even. That is the statement. No need to. Pendant vertex. A vertex of degree 1 is called a pendant vertex or end vertex. A vertex of degree 1 is called a pendant vertex or end vertex, and an edge incident on a pendant vertex is called a pendant edges. An edge incident on a pendant vertex. So here pendant vertex means the degree of the vertex is 1, then the vertex is called pendant vertex. If an edge incident with the pendant vertex, that edge is called pendant edge. So an isolated vertex has degree 0. Okay. So consider an example. So in this graph, the vertices V4 and V6, V4 and V6 are pendant vertexes because the degree of V1, so the only one edge incident at V4, so the degree of V4 is 1, and here also the degree of V6 is 1, only E2 edges incident with V6. So V4 and V6 are pendant vertices, and the vertices V5 and V7, these are isolated vertices. These are isolated vertices, and here this edge is called pendant edge. So if we given the number for this edge E3, so E3 is called pendant edge, and here E5 edge is called pendant edge. Okay. So two adjacent edges are said to be in series if their common vertex is of degree 2. Two adjacent edges are said to be in series if their common vertex is of degree 2. From the graph, the edges E1 and E2 are in series since degree of V1 is equal to 2. Okay. If G is a simple graph with n vertices, then degree of V 0 less than or equal to degree of V less than or equal to n minus 1. Okay. From this graph, it contains 4 vertices. Degree of V1 is equal to 3 and degree of V2 is equal to 2 and degree of V3 is equal to 3 and degree of V4 is equal to 2. Hence, we can say that each vertex has the degree between 0 and 3. So, this is the given here. So, the degree of vertices is in between 0 less than or equal to n minus 1. Here n represents number of vertices. Okay. The degree of vertices is in between 0 to n minus 1. Okay. So suppose we have 6 vertices. So the degree of each vertex is in between 0 to 6 only. Okay. This is the, in this graph, it contains how many vertices? 4 vertices. So the degree of V1 is equal to 3 and the degree of V2 is equal to 3. Degree of V3 is equal to 3 and degree of V4 is equal to 3. Hence we can say that each vertex has the degree between 0 to 3. So total number of vertices are 4. We apply this condition 0 less than or equal to degree of V less than or equal to 4 minus 1 means 3. So if we consider, so the degree of each vertex is in between 0 to 3. Okay. Next note point. The minimum of all the degrees of the vertices of a graph G is denoted by delta of G and the maximum of all the degrees of the vertices of G is denoted by delta of G. So this is also pronounced delta of G. For a simple graph G with number of vertices is equal to n, we have the condition 0 less than or equal to delta of G less than or equal to degree of V less than or equal to delta of G less than or equal to n minus 1. So this means minimum of all the degrees are denoted by delta of G, maximum of all the degrees is denoted by delta of G. So this means here we consider an example here. So V1, V2, V3, V4. So total number of vertices is 4. So the degree of V1 is 3 and degree of V2 is 4 because it has self loop and it counts 2 So 2 plus 2, 4. Degree of V3 is 2 and degree of V4 is 3. So therefore, in this given graph, minimum degree of the vertex is delta of G is equal to 2. Okay. And maximum degree is 4. So the degree of V is in between 2 to 4. In every vertex you compare, so the degree of these vertices has in between 2 to 4 only. Okay. So 3, 4, 2, 3. So that is the condition. 2 less than or equal to degree of V less than or equal to 4. Okay.